My name is Rara. I'm going to give a presentation about The Great Gatsby. I have divided the report into 4 parts: the author and story, personal connection, academic response, and recommendations. Let's begin with part 1. First, I would like to introduce the writer of this book, F. Scott Fitzgerald. He is an American short story writer and novelist famous for his depiction of the Jazz Age. His most brilliant novel being The Great Gatsby, the spokesman of Jazz Age in the 1920s and one of the representative writers of the Lost Generation. The promise and failure of the American dream is a common theme in Fitzgerald's work. Other common themes in his work include society and class, wealth and materialism, and romantic idealism. Now I'm going to give a brief introduction of the novel. The Great Gatsby, third novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald, is published in 1925 in Jazz Age, New York, deemed as Fitzgerald's masterpieces and one of the best novels of America in his time. The novel tells a tragic story of J. Gatsby, a self-made millionaire, and his pursuit of Bessie Buchanan, a wealthy young woman who he loved in his youth. This book is now considered a classic of American fiction and has often been called the great American novel. Let's have an overview of this book. The point of view in this book is third person, and the story takes place in New York City and Long Island in the summer of 1922. We have 5 characters: Jay Gatsby, Daisy Buchanan, Tom Buchanan, Nick Carraway, his author narrator, and Jordan Baker. The highlight in this book is the showdown between Gatsby and Tom over Daisy. This is a relationship map. From this map, we can see Gatsby and Nick are neighbors and Jordan is Nick's date. Daisy is Gatsby's ex-lover and Daisy is related to Nick. Tom and Daisy are married. Myrtle are Tom's mistress and Myrtle's husband George thinks that it's Gatsby killed the Myrtle. In order to better understand the relationship between the characters, let's sort out the general storyline. First, Nick comes to New York. Tom is cheating on Daisy with Myrtle Wilson. Nick's mysterious neighbor Gatsby throws epic parties. Gatsby befriends Nick to get to Daisy. Then Gatsby and Daisy begin an affair. Tom and Gatsby have a showdown over Daisy. This is the highlight. Driving Gatsby's car, Daisy runs over Myrtle. Myrtle's husband George thinks Gatsby did it. George shoots Gatsby in a swimming pool, then shoots himself. Almost no one comes Gatsby's funeral. Daisy and Tom move. Let us know main characters. J. Gatsby, a man committed to American dream. He is full of romantic fantasies about love, good and sincere at heart. This is the word I think best represents him in the text. For over a year, he had been beating his way along the south shore of Lake Superior as a cum digger and a salmon fisher or in any other capacity that brought him food and bed. Daisy Buchanan. Daisy looks beautiful and moving, but her luxurious lifestyle from childhood makes her very vain and has a strong pursuit of social status. Is described as such. Her face was sad and lonely with rising in it, bright eyes and a bright, passionate mouth. But there was an excitement in her voice that man who had cared for her found difficult to forget. A thin complexion, a whispered listen, a promise that she had done good. exciting things just the wild things and let their world guide. Exciting things hovering in the next hour. Tom Buchanan, who is my least favorite character in this book. Tom was born in high society. He is a very selfish person who only cares about his own feelings. Nick Carraway, I think he is one of the more relational characters in this book. Nick is a narrator of the story. He is upright, kind, thoughtful, and observant, compassionate. In the book, it said, I was within and without, simultaneously enhanced and repelled by enthusiastic variety of life. Now it's turn of part 2. I would like to explain why I like this book. First, the language is beautiful because there are many descriptions of landscapes. Second, is a unique narrative angle from Nick's perspective. Third, reflects the values of the society, very relevant. And when I saw this book, I will remind of the Pride and Prejudice because there is a sentence in Great Gatsby said that whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantage that you have had. And they are all telling it from a third perspective. Also, the characters are in the story have complicated love relationships. And Downton Abbey, because they are both in the 1920s. Let's start part 3, academic response. For me, I think this book has 4 stars. Difficulty in understanding. First, it used a lot of symbolism, makes the article difficult to understand. Second, there are many characters in the novel. Complex relationships need to carefully sort out the links between various characters. Third, many characters do not express their emotions directly. The reader needs to analyze the psychological characters, language, actions. Then is my favorite rhetorical device. Similar. Then Gatsby kisses Daisy at his lips, touch she bloomed for him like a flower, and then incarnation was complete. Metaphor, so we both against the current, born recklessly into the past. Alliteration, and as I sat there brooding on the old, unknown world, I thought of Gatsby's wonder when he first picked up all the green light at the end of Daisy's dog. Then it's hyperbole. Gatsby was the son of God, a phrase which, if it means anything, means just that, and he must be out his father's business, the service of a vast, regular, and mental delicious beauty symbol. The green light represents Gatsby's dream and hope. It also represents everything that haunts him and takes him to the past. It also signifies the green star, that's money. His memories with Daisy and the gap between his past and his present. Last part, recommendations. If you ask me who would like to seek for this book, I would like to say high school student because good writing skill, they can learn a good writing style and use of the rhetorical device. And the college student is well quite suitable for read this because they are about to enter the workforce. They need to know that dreams cannot be divorced from reality. Adults are equally suitable for this book. It makes them think about love and deal with their emotional better. And I think history buffs, romantic spiritual peeps would like this book. You think that's the end of this? No, I will show you my works cited. Then that's all my presentation. Thank you. Bye.